Before investing in a tech company or acquiring a startup, you need to know the hidden risks. Cybersecurity due diligence is critical to avoid costly breaches, compliance violations, and operational failures. But many companies hide their weaknesses or don't even realize they exist. In this video, I'll walk you through the 10 biggest cybersecurity red flags that can expose your investment to serious risk. Let's get started. Red flag number 1, lack of documented security policies. The first red flag is simple: no documented security policies. A company might claim they follow best practices, but if security isn't formally documented, it's not being enforced. Ask for written policies on access control, data encryption, incident response, employee security training. If the company can't provide clear policies, they likely have weak security culture. Red flag number 2, no multi-factor authentication. MFA. One of the easiest ways to prevent cyber attacks is multi-factor authentication, or MFA. If a company doesn't enforce MFA on critical accounts such as cloud services, email, and admin dashboards, they are one phishing email away from a security disaster. Best practice: require MFA for all privileged users. If employees can log in with just a password, they're at high risk of compromise. Red flag number 3, unpatched software and legacy systems. Outdated software is a huge security risk. Unpatched systems contain known vulnerabilities that hackers can exploit. If the company still uses unsupported software or doesn't patch security updates regularly, it's a major red flag. Look for servers running end-of-life operating systems, applications that haven't been updated in months, no clear patching policy or automation. Best practice: automated patch management and regular security audits. Red flag. Number 4, no incident response plan. What happens when an attack occurs? If a company has no formal incident response plan, they won't be able to react fast enough. Warning signs include no clear escalation process for security incidents, no regular incident response drills, no dedicated security team to handle breaches. Best practice: have a well-documented and tested incident response plan in place. Red flag number 5, over-reliance on third-party vendors. Does the company outsource critical security functions? Many startups rely on third-party vendors for cloud hosting, payment processing, and IT support. But without proper vendor security assessments, this can create huge vulnerabilities. Red flags include no vendor security audits, contractors with excessive access to critical systems, no contractual security requirements in place. Best practice: implement zero trust access policies and vendor risk assessments. Red flag number 6, no SOC 2 or ISO 27001 compliance. SOC 2 and ISO 27001 are industry standard security certifications. If a company claims they are secure but lack proper certifications, it's a warning sign. Red flags include no third-party security audits, no clear compliance roadmap, incomplete documentation of security practices. Best practice: require a SOC 2 Type 2 report or ISO 27001 certification for companies handling sensitive data. Red flag number 7, employees with excessive access privileges. If every employee has admin access, it's a disaster waiting to happen. Access should be role-based with the principle of least privilege enforced. Red flags include no role-based access control, RBAC, no regular access reviews. Former employees still have system access. Best practice: automate user access reviews and enforce least privilege policies. Red flag number 8, weak API security. If a company relies on APIs but doesn't secure them properly, they risk exposing sensitive data. Red flags include no API authentication, such as OAuth or JWT, no rate limiting or monitoring, public APIs leaking customer data. Best practice: use secure authentication, encryption, and continuous monitoring. Red flag number 9, lack of encryption for sensitive data. Data should always be encrypted at rest and in transit. If a company isn't using AES 256 or TLS 1.2/1.3 encryption, they are putting customer data at risk. Warning signs include storing passwords without hashing, using weak encryption protocols, no data loss prevention policies. Best practice, enforce strong encryption and regular security audits. Red flag number 10, previous security breaches not disclosed. Has this company suffered a data breach before? If so, how was it handled? Warning signs include no public disclosure of past breaches, no remediation plan in place, attempting to cover up incidents. Best practice, ensure transparency and a proactive breach response strategy. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more expert insights on tech security.